So for this video, I'm going to show you how to dissect a path structured poster. Again, all the posters have some kind of a structure. Paths are a little bit harder because they tend to try and disguise them. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to New Project. Going to go to Print, scroll down, find Ledger, Create. Then I've already downloaded my poster, so I'm going to go to Open in Place. Download pops up. Scroll down until I find my poster. Then since I placed it, free transforms engaged, so I'm going to drag and make it fill the space. Make sure you hit enter. So it saves it. Now, for posters that are paths, it's easier, I found, if you would go to Image, Adjustment, and Black and White. The reason being, it takes out some of the color confusion, because again, paths are meant to disguise so that you actually trap the viewer. So this I found makes it a little easier to kind of dissect. So next thing I want to do is go to the shape tools. For this one, I'm going to use the ellipse. I'm going to make sure that the color is red. And now I'm going to go through and kind of see what things catch my attention. So I have the title. And again, when I put the shape in, I'm going to go to opacity and lower it to about 50% so I can kind of see through it. I have the big circle in the back. And as you do this, it doesn't have to be precise. Just get a general idea and just kind of mark it out. I have the airplane over here in this corner. I have the little boy playing with an airplane. One that's subtle, but I also see it, is the fact that this is a different color. So you have this little subtext here. If you notice, when they did it, they didn't make it a square box. They actually, if you notice, tapered the edges so it becomes like an arrow pointing back up to the title. So this is another little point I'm going to highlight. So there is the main things that kind of like catch my attention. So now what I'm going to do is check out the background. So the thing I'm going to do is go down to the path, click on the path picture, go to my rectangle tool. This time I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go the yellow, and I'm going to look for big areas that are in the background. So for example, I've got the big kind of like open sky. And the reason I came back and clicked on the poster was so that it would actually put the shapes behind. So I'm going to come back to the poster again. This time I'm going to make the color blue so you can kind of see it's a little bit cleaner. So I get the two little sections kind of sectioned off. So now what I'm going to do is turn the poster off by clicking on the visibility. So when I look over this structure, if you do not see a column or a module structure, so you don't see it kind of made into little boxes, then you have some type of a path. So this one is a path structure. So now what I got to do is turn back on the poster. And then what I'm going to do is go to the brush tool. Make sure my color is black. And now what I'm going to do is look to kind of see how my eye flows. Remember, for the brush, if you need to make it bigger, you can use the bracket tools to expand or contract. So when I do this, I'm going to think about how my eye is flowing through the image. So this one, like most of you are Americans, so you're going to read from the left side over. So as I come in here, I'm going to catch onto this little tail. One thing I forgot to do, so you can see it better, is actually go to the top layer and make a new layer. So it'll actually go onto the image. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to click. I'm going to follow through. following that little burning airplane coming down. And then if you notice the way that the position of the boy's body is, it goes from the airplane, kind of transitions, hits this little text, and then comes back up into this little main section to reinforce the title. So it makes like a little J shape. But if you look carefully, the way this is structured, this is also then meant so that you will then have a secondary path in which you'll kind of flow up, but then trap you into this little circular flow. So there is the structure of a path. Remember, once you've kind of mapped it out, go to File, export it as a JPEG, and upload it into your portfolio.